Those pay-it-forward stories on the news are becoming more of a thing. People at Starbucks paying for the coffee of the person behind them, complete stranger. Just feel like doing a good deed so they can smile inwardly in that annoying way you can feel by looking at them. There's been sightings of pay-it-forwarding happening in the drive-thrus of fast food restaurants, too. How does that work? I get up to the window like, yeah, I'll have 3 hamburgers and a vanilla milkshake. Sir, congratulations, but I'm being told by the person in front of you that they're gonna pay for your food today. And I'm like, okay. Well, then can I add 3 large fries and 2 drinks? Sir, I'm afraid your would-be benefactor just drove off really fast and hit a pedestrian. There's a real concern once a chain of pay-it-forward starts to try to keep the chain going. Like you're obligated if someone buys your food to then buy the food of who's behind you, which if that's the case, you might as well have just bought your own damn food, and what's the point? Look guys, let's see how long we can keep manufacturing this fake generosity till the news outlets get wind of it. They always give such bad press to the guy who ends the streak by taking his free meal and running off. I am absolutely that guy, but it's justified sometimes. What if your food gets paid for and you're expected to buy off the people behind you, but you turn around and look to see who you're helping and it turns out to be a bunch of fatties? Sir, a family of hippos just pulled up to the window. Would you like to break the bank by paying for even half their shit? How many of them are there? Enough to make me wonder how that car doesn't have 4 flat tires, 2 fat parents who somehow managed sex long enough to give birth to 3 bolder children. The oldest one looks 16, which means he's 11, and the other 2 seem to be attached to a makeshift insulin IV drip of some kind. If I ran out on a pay-it-forward and someone tried to call me on it, I'd just explain the truth. Why am I leaving? Because this entire system is a sham. What's the difference in my financial situation between me buying my own food and me buying yours after someone buys mine? Is it none? Because if it's none, and there's therefore no tangible benefit for anybody involved in this charade, why are we doing this? It's because some people can't stop chasing that feeling of faux satisfaction they get by causing faux gratitude. It's like a goodwill drug trial where every patient is addicted to the placebo. Also, there's no real drug. Everyone's getting the placebo. I'm not a video game journalist. I have the skill set, but I lack the giving a shit typically required to research subjects and have people respect what I'd write about them. The only way I get gaming news is in my peripheral vision from a sidebar while I'm scrolling through Game Informer's review scores, things that I don't actually know why I read. But however bullshit the idea of needing an Origins account is, why it's near unconstitutional to have to sign waivers that protect game companies from litigation before you can play their game like I'm signing up to go fucking bungee jumping, or how absolutely retarded it is to have to decide whether it's cost-effective to buy a season pass before you even have an inkling of what the hell's gonna be in it, these are issues to be discussed by people who have the proper motivation and drive to do any research at all and back up their points with findings and statistics. Something I could never take the time to do. Things don't change anyway. No matter the number of articles read or videos watched advising against encouraging the existence of microtransactions by making them, people are still buying silver and COD points by the truckload, but those funds help the companies afford to make great games in the future. You're right, if by great games you mean shady DLC. Premium is a word used in advertising to trick people into thinking what they're getting is better than it is. A premium edition of a game is just the regular game with a terrifically valuable edition of time-gated content that can be locked for literally a couple years before you can access it, by which point you might as well have thrown that game in the trash because you sure as hell aren't playing it. Hey, you want to make a down payment on this bike? Tell you what, if you agree to pay way more than this bicycle is worth, we'll let you go home with a unicycle. Then you can come back to the store in 9 months and grab the second wheel for free, you fuckhead! There's a lot of dumb shit going on, and we really don't have any choice but to play into it, because the masses will always play into it. And while it may feel noble to boycott practices you don't agree with, you're still going to be the one missing out in the end when nothing changes. That's why I still buy premium editions and season passes, despite my reservations, because as much as one can dream up better ways for game companies to handle the marketing and quality of their products, they aren't doing them, and I have to be a gamer in the current time period, or be left behind sitting in a puddle of my own nostalgic filth. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. If you enjoyed it, you can like, share, and subscribe and whatnot, and I'll see you guys next time.